What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Shop Talk Tuesday Live. Um, while I get things set up here, just let me know if you're here. Let me know where you're coming in from while I get a few things here set up. How you guys doing? Can you hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay? We got some exciting news this evening, obviously, as you can tell by the title, but I did want to go over a few things first this evening before we jump into that. Courtney says, yep. Chad says, yep. Hey, Chad, thanks for posting those things up on Facebook earlier. Really appreciate it. Courtney Vargas, how you doing? I'm not sure if we've seen you here on the channel, but if this is your first time, hello. If not, hello anyway. What's up, Bruce? Bear with me one second. Okay. So, as you guys could tell from the thumbnail, I don't know if you saw it, but we have the Starbond accelerator and the Starbond thick CA glue. If you guys have seen any of my videos, I like to use that to touch up areas on the epoxy tables, but unfortunately it only comes in clear and black. Excuse me. Hello, Renee. Hello, Paul. Sue says, hi, everyone. Hey, Sue. And Courtney says, first time, but I love watching your videos. Thanks, Courtney. I really appreciate that. This is not the news I was talking about, but Starbond just reached out and said that they are offering now a brown CA glue, which is really cool because I feel like we could probably hide some of those little knots or imperfections in the epoxy better with now that we have another option for brown. So Starbond just reached out to me. I think they're sending me some brown, but I'll have to do another video on small touch-ups, especially in like if it had like a slab like this, had like a little spot in it, we could totally touch it up with the brown. It might look, or the black looks good too, especially if you have black epoxy. But other than that, so we also in our personal lives, my wife is due in about 3 weeks, so it is coming up really, really soon. And so I'm trying my best to get these videos out as soon as possible. So if you guys have been watching the video coming up with, if you've seen the big dining room table, I was going to rush and try to throw up a video real quick this past weekend. But this past weekend we had another one of our classes out in Richmond, a river table class. And so I didn't want to just throw something up just to throw it up. So I wanted to have, I wanted to be nice for you guys. And so I will be coming out in the next day or two with the next video in that series of the dining room table. Cindy says, hi from Michigan. Congratulations. Thanks, Cindy. Paul says, I see that look on your face. What look is that, Paul? And so Craig Elliott says, what's up, Nathan? Bruce says, life will change for you when Buns comes along. I got you. Richard says, hey, from the UP of Michigan. I almost read it as up. Sorry about that. So the next video coming up is really exciting. So the next video is going to show a friend of mine, Hector, welding up some steel legs for the dining room table. They look great, by the way. And so this kind of will show you kind of options that you can have when using steel, because obviously we've seen, everyone has seen the hairpin legs and the regular just squared off tapered legs. We were going to do something a little different this time. So if you guys have been over on my Instagram, I posted a picture there. You might have probably a spoiler for those steel legs. but they're coming out sweet. I'm super excited to put it onto the table. Okay. Craig Elliott says, hope you had a fantastic week. Lisa says, hi, y'all from South Florida. And man, she put it's like sunny down there. Oh man, it has been pouring rain for the past 2 weeks here. Today was the first day it's been sunny. JDM Woodworking Car Detailing says, love the legs you're doing to that table. Hey man, thanks for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate it. He just hooked us up. Man, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Paul Porter says, these do look. James Taylor says, what's up, Nathan? What's up, James? Lisa says, yes, love the hairpin legs, but over them. Yay for the sunny weather. Yeah, I know. Hairpin legs do look good, but you're right. They're kind of overused, I think, sometimes. And so if you guys want to go over to my Instagram, it's just at Goodview Woodworks. You can check them out there. If not, we can the video that I'm posting up in the next day or so will you guys will get to see it in that one. So today I started prepping the bottom of the table. This is a question you guys have been asking for a long time. How to finish the bottom of the table. And we're going to be finishing the bottom of the table right now. So you'll probably see it next week in next week's video. But that's what we're doing at the moment. Jennifer says, hey, Nathan, good viewers. Happy Tuesday. Jay Thomas says, any flooding down your way? Jay, yeah, not at my house. But yes, in Virginia, we have had some flooding our way. Excuse me. John says, hey, Nathan, how's it going? Greetings from the UK. What's up, John? Russ D says, hey, buddy, how's it going? It's going great, man. Thank you so much for asking. And Michael says, so happy to be here. We got spared from a tornado in, I think it's Delaware in Florida. Wait, in Deland, Florida. Love your shop talk. So, wow, you had a tornado come near you guys, man. I'm glad that you were spared. That's great news. Thanks for liking the shop talk. I appreciate that. Man, glad you guys are okay. Scott Becker says, hey, Nathan, started my own epoxy project last week. First epoxy project ever for me. Your YouTube channel has been a huge help for me. Poured the epoxy this morning and everything seems okay so far. Congratulations, Scott. How do you like using the epoxy so far? It's, I love it. Craig says, it's been a crazy week. I'll have that package in the mail later this week. Oh, sounds good, man. No worries. Dustin says, congrats on the future woodworker. First time down south. Bama. Dustin, man. Yeah, so baby boy will be showing up here next 3 weeks or so. So I'm pretty excited. Chad Henwood, 10 super chat. Man, I appreciate that so much. You guys, I really do. Really, really appreciate it. Aaron Hungate says, ever since you showed us Worldwide Burl, it's been all bad. Man, I know, man. Me too. Look at that. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Same here. Same here, dude. Jennifer says, did you see the beautiful burl I accidentally bought? Never thought I'd be the only bidder. No, I didn't. Did you post a picture on the Facebook page? ND says, hi from South Africa. It's ND Klaas says, hi from South Africa. What is up? Glad you're on the channel tonight. Thank you so much. Richard Collins says, Michigan, see that mermaid on the window still hasn't been polished. Still hasn't been polished yet. No. Yeah, I know. It's still there. I still need to work on it. Like I said, it got set aside for the people who are paying for things. So I will get to it, I promise. Troy says, what's up, Nate? What's up, Troy? Jennifer says, on my Instagram. Okay, I'm going to have to check it out. I'll look at it. Aaron Hungate says, I'm at 2000 and 0. Man, 2,000 in burls, 4 coffee table pieces on their way now. Wow. That's awesome, dude. I'd like to see some of it too. Keep us in the loop if you would, bro. So, another good thing that has happened, okay, I have been trying to use some polyaspartic. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a finish that goes over top of epoxy to better protect it from UV and scratches. They use it on countertops and floors. And so I've been really wanting to use some, and I had a company reach out to me and send me some. So in the dining room table, we will be using the polyaspartic finish. And so that will be part 2. If you guys remember, we started a finishing series. In the first part of the finish, we had our Rubio monocoat. We had the Rubio monocoat in the first part of the series. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Also, the second part of the series is going to be this polyaspartic. Now, this will be my first time using it, but man, it's going to be really cool. So it's a 2-part resin and hardener, but they say thin it with xylene and also spread it on with a roller. So I'm really curious. It's supposed to dry quickly, things like that. So you guys will see it in a future video coming up. So it won't be the next video, but probably the video following that. I'm really excited to use it. And so that's coming up as well. So super excited. New product, new everything. And I'm excited to show you guys. Chad Hinwood says, using some Good View pigments, it's going to be sick, bro. Chad, yeah, man. Yeah, Chad. So I did send them, but I will be. I'll double check on and see like the progress. I'll let you know how soon it's going to take to get there. But I'll keep you posted. Okay. Renee Porter says, post pics, Chad. We would love to see the colors you've chosen to use. He chose quite a few of them, so I'm excited to for him to use them as well. All right. So now, finally, for the topic of tonight, you guys asked for it. I finally got it live. So our Patreon went live right before we went live tonight. So just a few minutes before. And so if you guys want to go over and support this channel, be sure to go over to the Patreon. I also Renee, poor my mom. I put some hands emojis up there. If you guys go to the community tab here on YouTube, you'll see the link to the new Patreon page. So I would encourage you guys to go over there and just look it over. Feel free to support this channel, but if you don't, that's fine too. No worries there. Russ said, do you know if you happen to ship out that t-shirt yet? Yes, it should have shipped out. I will check on that for you, Russ, and see what's taking so long. Sorry about that too. Courtney says, yay for Patreon. Yes. So there I have there's some really cool things over there. We're gonna have, for the entry level, we have 3 or 4 things there for the entry level. We're gonna have we're gonna start doing some live streams over there. So I haven't fully decided yet whether I'm gonna keep Shop Talk Tuesday here. I think so, but we may move it to the Patreon page depending on like it'll always be here, but it may be live on Patreon first, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm still, I'm still up. I'm still kind of, whatever about that one. Choices. I'm looking for the community tab, but I'm not seeing it. Troy, if you go to my channel, one of the tabs at the top, you should be able to get to the community tab from there. So there are 4 tiers, and you guys can go check them out. The biggest tier being that one of the perks for the biggest tier is that I would like to, if you guys have some questions for specific projects, we'll set up some one-on-one like consultation type stuff, like so like video chat and things like that, just one-on-one, which I think is pretty cool. Also, for some of the lower ones, we'll do bloopers and pictures, and everyone will get that. Anybody who will choose to be on Patreon will get the pictures and posts and project PDFs, things like that. But the other tiers have other things like monthly giveaways and stuff like that as well. So, guys, I encourage you to go check it out. So, Troy, did you end up seeing it? And just curious if it's actually posted up. So, guys, that was what we had. It's been trying to come up with the tiers and things like that. It was actually a little bit more difficult. Obviously, if you guys know me, I don't like asking for money. That's not who I am. I don't really like that. But I do, obviously, people who have channels like this, we totally need support in buying all the materials and things like that. And so I could put more content, guys, I do need a little help with, materials, cost, things like that. So Aaron says, how's the coffee table with the clear epoxy going? It's right there. As a matter of fact, the epoxy came in yesterday, and so we'll start building the form this week. So that one is pretty cool. Also, the brass, we ordered the brass, and that's going to be coming in soon too. So the legs will be solid brass, polished. Man, it's going to be sweet. I don't want to give it all away. Chad says, come on, guys, crush that like button. Yeah. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate it. Yeah, hit that like button. We got 7 likes. Let's see if we can get it up. Jennifer says, I'm in. Got to figure out that tortoiseshell. That's right. That's right, Jennifer. We can work together this time. Let's work one-on-one. We'll get that tortoiseshell figured out. Daniel Duckworth says, have you ever worked with fractal burning, and how do you feel about it? I have never personally done fractal burning. I have a friend that has done it. He has some stuff. But one of our subscribers, William Wagman, I don't know if you guys have seen him here on the live chat or over on Facebook or in the comments. He actually sent me recently the transformer to do that. So I got to build it, wire it, and have the probes and everything. But then I'll be able to do it as well. Do you have any questions about it, Daniel? Let me know. Guys, if you have any other questions, please leave them. Please go ahead and post them now. This is also a time of a Q&A. So you guys have any questions on your projects, hit me up right now. We can go ahead and answer them live. Got a little drink break. Got my LaCroix, my LA Croix. I need that sometimes because my voice gets a little chuckety. Aaron says, I have a motorized computer desk build soon and want to watch how yours turns out before I go at it. So, are you saying that you want me to build a motorized desk first and see how it works before you go about it, or what? Or are you worried about the clear epoxy? Hey, that sounds pretty cool. So, is the motorized desk going to lift? Is it going to lift up? Oh, Daniel says, I have one that we build ourselves and have a video. Well, that's pretty sweet. Hey, Daniel, you part of the Goodview Woodworks community over on Facebook, community group? If so, if so, go ahead and post that video. I'm sure we'd all like to see it. Jennifer says, I'm completely intrigued by the fractal burning, but tad scared of the electricity. Yeah, I think as far as I know, obviously, the electricity part it's dangerous, right? You gotta be safe. So that there is part of that. But what I think is cool is you have to paint that solution on there. I think it's like baking soda and water mix, and you have to brush it on there, and it like follows that. Michael says, I love the Goodview Woodworks community. People there are so super nice. Yeah, Michael, that's my goal here, is to try to build a community where anybody can ask a question. Now, I had this old man say this to me one time, but there's no such thing as a stupid question. Just stupid people won't ask them. Now, and mostly that's true. Obviously, if you're trying to come up with a stupid question, you probably could. But most of the time, when people have a serious question, There's no such thing as a stupid question. Nick says, what grit sandpaper is best to finish a table with, and is it better to use wet sanding over dry? Hey, Nick, great question. So that is kind of like a big question. It all depends what your finish is. I'll give you an example. Rubio Monocoat, the oil finish, it asks for a finish sanding of 180 grit, which is pretty coarse for most of us woodworkers. And so that one has that. If you are doing an epoxy flood coat, I would recommend only going to 220. However, if you are into other lacquer finishes and everything like that, 320 is the way to go. But if you're trying to polish up the epoxy with a buffer, because you don't want like a high gloss, you want more like a semi-gloss or something like that, or eggshell satin, something like that, you can always sand up to like 2000 grit and buff. So it's really, it all depends on the finish you're looking for. And when you're getting in the wet, when the difference between wet and dry sanding is when you get to the finer grits, like 400 and up, because it's the grit is so fine, the dust tends to clog the powder, clog the paper, and the water is there to clean doesn't clog up the paper. So that's the purpose for wet sanding. Aaron Hungay says, no, I have a client that has a motorized desk. I'm doing the top for it. Worldwide burl slab is being used. Oh, that's great, man. It's a desk for full-time computer guys. They can sit it like normal or raise it to stand part of the day. Oh, that's great. Chad says that fractal burning is outlawed in NZ. Where is NZ? Oh, New Zealand. Oh, really? Is it? The fractal burning is outlawed in New Zealand? That's crazy. Yeah, Jenna says, crazy, Chad, really? Yep, lots of people have died from doing it. Oh, my word. Really? Wow. Now, Chad, when you say lots of people, how many people are you talking about? Wow, I didn't expect to hear that. That's crazy. Hey guys, let me know in the comments. Have you guys ever used Starbond's accelerator and CA glue? If you haven't, this is a really good product to use to touch up small areas. If you haven't used it, CA glue is nothing but super glue, or crazy glue or whatever. And they come in different colors, clear, black, and different thicknesses. This one is the medium. They have a thin, medium, and thick. And then the accelerator dries it in like 2 seconds. So it's really cool. It's a way to touch something up and have it done right then so you can keep working. So I just want to give a plug for that real quick because I like to use it. Bruce says lots. And then, wow. Chad says, well, 25 people, really. I mean, that's a lot. Jay Thomas says it's because they're using microwave transformers and way too high a voltage. Aaron Hungay says, I have. My fingers hate it. Wow. Jay says, check out Big Clive's video on doing safe fractal burning with low voltages. Renee Porsche says, LOL, Aaron Hungate. Chad says, friend of mine in the Woodworkers Guild I'm in told me. Yeah, that's crazy. Russ says, absolutely, that glue is a lifesaver for sure. Bruce says, no, but love to. I'm in Australia. Never heard of it here. Wow. Yeah, they're actually pretty good. I really like them. I wonder if you guys have it over there or have the ability to get it over there. Troy says, I use it a bit, just can't use a lot of it in a big crack. That's true. Yeah, it's not used for big cracks, for smaller cracks. Obviously, the epoxy, we use those for the big cracks, right? All right, guys, if you have any other questions, please leave them down in the description. We're going to go ahead and get off of here for this evening. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Like I said, if you guys haven't been over to Patreon, go get it over there. Real quick, Renee Porter says, can it be ordered through Amazon? Yes. Starbond can be ordered through Amazon. You can go get it over there too. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to just throw them up here. I'll get to them and try to answer them as best I can. If not, you can always hit me up directly on my website, goodviewwoodworks.com. Direct email me there. You can also do that direct message on Instagram at Goodview Woodworks or Facebook at Goodview Woodworks. And there's also a community that you guys can go to and join. Community group. It's called Goodview Woodworks Community. And you guys can post pictures there, post videos there, chat. It's a really good community, a lot of knowledgeable people in there. And like I said, we don't care about stupid questions in there because there's no such thing as long as it pertains to what we're doing, right? So feel free to go over there, ask questions, post pictures and videos. Thank you guys for coming out. Once again, it's like my favorite. Tuesdays are one of my favorites. I love doing this. I love talking to you guys. And check out that Patreon, right? You guys are awesome. And I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good night, guys.